So we're currently starting the the BC3 pair game. The athletes are now warming up, and we're about to start the game as soon as the warm-up is finished. We have Ontario in the red, and we have a combination of Nova Scotia, Alberta, who are throwing out blue. So the BC3 categories, as you see, they play with ramps. Every athlete has a sport assistant that will give them and place the ramp and move the ball, move the ramp for them, give them the ball, and they are they're not able to look at the playing area during play. And we're going to begin in 30 seconds as they are able to finish up their warm-up in 30 seconds, and then we will pick up the ball and the game will begin. Here we have 2 against 2, so it's called pair. This game will be in 4 ends. So each athlete here will have 3 balls each. So for a total of 6. So Sandra from Ontario is getting ready to throw out the jack ball. So the sport assistant is getting the ramp ready according to the athlete's the instructions, and now we'll release the jack ball with her own hand and her own pointer. And there it is. So they decided to put the ball in the middle. So Ontario now, Sandra has the responsibility of throwing out her first ball. Again, just to remind everybody that the player that is the player that is taking the shot must have all the equipment stay inside of the box prior to throwing or releasing the ball. If the event that anything is touching the lines, any equipment, sport assistant, wheel, etc., it will be a penalty. So we'll see Sandra is setting off a first ball here. It's a little long, but definitely this match is on its way. So Ryan Rondeau from Alberta will be throwing out his first ball. And there's a release. So the referee will have to look at who's closer. And in this situation, again, the triangular formation, definitely a measure every time. So it's blue to shoot. So Nova Scotia, Alberta is still up and not close enough to the jack right now. So I think that Janika Gagne will be the one to throw out the next ball. Janika really likes her pink. She's like a little flower. These two have been working together for a very, very long time. And there it is. Well, very good first ball for Janika here. She gets her team on the scoreboard. Sandra will be for Ontario will be taking the next shot. She has a full view of the jack. All these ramps are personally designed for the athletes according to their preference, their needs, their abilities. And again, they've come a long way from our PVC piping to big, heavy wood. Now we're looking at plexiglass, very lightweight, but strong at the same time. And not enough to beat the ball from Nova Scotia, Alberta. I think Kevin will ask her to throw another one. And there it is. Beautiful shot. So that was a very, very good shot here. Now Alberta and Nova Scotia, their turn to throw. I'd say that she's a little bit blocked there, Janika. Ryan might have a better angle at the jack right now. release the ball now. That's a nice roll here. Might go again. I think maybe he wants to push his forward. Just need a little bit more speed there to make that happen. Shy of his target. Janica will be getting ready for the next shot. Got a little piece of the ball here to throw it, push it towards the jack, but not sure that that was enough to score. Kevin Shaw from Ontario now getting his ramp ready for his shot. Good shot there, Kevin, with the push. Hopefully that's enough for them to score another point, but we'll have to measure for sure. One minute has been, warning has been given. Again, BC3 take a little bit more time. They have so much equipment to deal with. So that was good push. Just a little bit hard there. Took out one of his red. And we'll have to see what the results is from the ref. He indicates that he needs to measure to find out. So red has to get to shoot again. I guess the blue is closer. Kevin has 30 seconds to release the ball. He's rushing it right now. Decides to lower his delivery to not be as hard. And a little bit wide. He was too rushed to get off a good shot. So definitely talking about if they should be throwing a ball at this point, given the traffic in front. Stop the time. So they decide that it's better not to throw a ball because obviously Janika had a big risk of pushing a red ball forward here. And so I think that the final verdict is 1. We'll wait for the referee to signal to the score table. The athletes will go out and see. So it's confirmed 1 for Nova Scotia, Alberta here. Take the lead 1-0 in the first end. In 1 minute, we will be back with the second end. So we are going to start the second end here, and Janika Gagné from Nova Scotia, Alberta team will be throwing out the jack ball. As soon as the referee gives her our sport assistant the ball, they will get ready to shoot. I think that they took the time to set up. They have to move. Every time the referee gives them the ball, they have to move the ramp right to left to break the plane. And that has been done. Otherwise, they could face a penalty if they don't do that. She's using a full extension of her. She's using a full extension of her ramp. Possibly looking for a long delivery here. We'll see. So playing in the far end of the court. So we'll send out her first ball, see if she can get in there close. Definitely, it's to her advantage. If she gets to nail this jack, it's very far, and displacing it will become very challenging for the opposing team. So let's see if she can be accurate with this first ball. There it is. Looks like it's a good line. Oh, beautiful. That's a very good first ball here. Look at the distance between these two. The line was straight. She's in a very good angle. That's a very good first ball. Congratulations for Jenica here with her first ball. Now Kevin's getting ready for his shot from Ontario, Kevin Shaw. He'll take aim. He's got a little line there he sees through his ramp in order to aim. So he aims from the top there. And then once he's got his right to left, then he brings it down. And then it's going to be just determining the height that he wants of release. So the velocity he wants. The speed he wants for the ball. And then he has to make the choice of what ball. So a softer one, a harder one. So obviously when they choose a 3, they need to have a ball that can be played long and medium distance and short. So these are decisions they have to make because they are down to 3 balls and they do not have the regular set of 6. So they have to make some choices. Again, these choices are made from multiple experience and practice. The athletes here who are playing ramps know pretty much to an exactitude of what height of the ramp and which distance the ball will travel. They need to know that because then it's going to be just a shot in the dark. This is an exact science. So here we go, Kevin. And he had a good line, so his aim was good. Gave a little push to the blue, but doesn't matter. It was always scoring, already scoring. But he would have liked to see this ball stick. But again, we have mentioned here before that the floor here is very fast, and in order to get a long shot like that, he probably uses one of his harder balls, and as you can see, it got it made contact but kept rolling. So Sandra will, from Ontario, take the second shot. Again, she's taking aim, and then indicating to the sport assistant at what height she wants to release the ball. And then the sport assistant will give her the proper pointer to do that. She needs to be pushing that ball for herself. And there it is. Just a little short. Now Kevin's going to attempt the next shot. Not sure right now who wants to take the shot. Looks like we have Sandra here adjusting, making some adjustments to the ramp. But Kevin is the one that's going to be taking this next shot because he's getting ready to place the ball on his ramp right now. And there's a shot. Nice roll. Just coming up short again. Ontario again for another shot. Coming short of the mark. Donc ici, Ontario ont de la difficulté à se rapprocher de cette balle bleue. Janica a réussi de placer de très belle façon devant le cochonnet. Encore la précision à cette distance est difficile. Faut choisir la bonne balle qui peut voyager assez loin. Faut ajuster la rampe de façon à avoir une bonne vélocité sur la balle. Donc, il y a plein de décisions qui doivent être faites au sujet des choix. Et donc, ici, on essaye pour le tout avec la prochaine balle. Kevin, il lui laisse une balle. Il va être le prochain à lancer. Ici, on a de la difficulté à laisser la balle. Puis quand la rampe elle bouge, ça peut affecter le lancer. Mais ça, c'est une très belle balle, mais un petit peu long. So that was a very nice shot, very, very close to the target. Just rolled a little beyond what she wanted. And so Kevin is now left with one ball. So Kevin has the last ball. We have the 1 minute warning. He needs to effectively get everything together within a minute and also be able to release the shot within that time. We have 30 seconds now left on the clock. Kevin will now get ready, push the ball. And he's good because he released the ball prior to the timer. So all the red have been shot. Now it's time for Team Nova Scotia and Alberta to put things together here for themselves. And there's a lot of space around the jack. You have to find out, maybe come out and see which one of the red balls is the closest. But definitely looks like it's just the one that's on the left there. So Ryan is going to get set up. Or both of them are getting ready because we want to save some time. When it's your turn, both athletes can start thinking about lining up their ramp. They cannot line up their ramp if it's not their turn. So that I know for sure. So Ryan better be careful where he puts his chair right now, but I know that he hasn't finished adjusting himself. So it looks like it's possibly Janica here who will be throwing out the next ball. Yes, she's ready. And another beauty. Another beauty. Definitely coming in to score here for Nova Scotia Alberta combo. Now Ryan is going to take his shot here at getting in there to score. and might not enough to score. Again, he is blocked, so he can't come in directly. He has to come into the side on the right there, because in front of him he has 2 red balls in his in front of him. So again, not able to come in straight to the target is a little bit more complicated for him. So he went a little bit too far out to the right, so maybe now he's going to make some minor adjustment to his ramp in order to get a better shot away. And maybe, well, it depends on the ball again. If it's a softball, like looks like he's lowering the release platform, so he's probably dealing with a softer ball here. I should say a harder ball, because it's going to travel faster. That's nice, nice, nice. I feel like saying sweep, sweep, sweep. It's all good. Definitely going to have to measure to see if it's the distance between the blue and the red on either side there, which one is closer. Oh, now Janika is getting ready. She put the her ball release platform very low, probably looking at a very hard ball here coming our way. And she also has a little telescope there that comes out of that pointer in order to release the ball. And that's very good. Janika here has been 3 for 3 in this end to score 3 points for her team. All of her balls have been on the mark. Very good performance here by Janika from Nova Scotia. There is something to be said with team play. You know, you have somebody, you're not alone. The stress is less. You have a teammate to kind of confer with. There you go. Yes. So there you go. Ryan was able to get in between those 2 guards in front and possibly score. Looks like it's more than possibly. But the referee obviously is going to need to measure to confirm that. And the athletes will come out and verify measurements. And right now we have Kevin is going to come out and look at the measurements there with Ryan. We got a potential of 4, maybe 5 here for Nova Scotia, Alberta. So even during the measurements, the sport assistants are not allowed to turn until the referee gives them the instructions that they can do so. Okay, so the athletes will return to their playing area, and then the referee will give the final verdict for this end. The score. Like we 4 for sure. 4 blue. So it's confirmed we have 4 blue. So Nova Scotia, Alberta take the lead of 5-0 against Ontario. We're going to be a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back for the third end. So we are ready here for the third end. Ontario will have the jack ball now, and Kevin Shaw is getting ready for that. If you didn't get the score last time, it is 5-0 for Nova Scotia Alberta combo. Jack ball is in play. Now Kevin will get ready for his first ball. Again, very important first ball here for Kevin and Ontario. We're looking forward to get on the scoreboard at this end. Very good here. Kevin's in front, like so that's a very good first ball here. Keeping the ball in front, very important. Now we'll have Alberta, Nova Scotia, and not sure if Jenica will be the first one to throw or Ryan. She'll see in a minute. Both players are getting ready, as they're allowed to do when it's their turn to play. So Ryan's the one to go. It's a short game, so obviously I'll be using no extension on this one, and definitely playing nice and tight. beautiful first ball here for, but again, that was enough. So we're back to. I missed something? Did he not? So Ontario's getting ready for Kevin Shaw from Ontario's getting ready for his shot because Ryan was successful in his last one and getting closer to the jack. But the jack is still open here for Ontario. And nice one from Kevin here. Good, beautiful shot. Good job. So we'll be Nova Scotia, Alberta here to get ready for their shot. And there's the shot. Created some space there, but not enough for blue to keep the point. Well, I'm thinking Janika has a full view of the red ball that she could push back if they decide to go that way. Ryan will attempt another shot. Well, not sure what he's trying to do there, but definitely pushing his ball back. Might not have been the plan. Again, I think the shot before would have been to push the red back and get a blue in there. Still able to push the red back and put a blue in its place. And trying to draw here. Just fall short of the target. Because right now we're in a position where red is possibly scoring 2. So Janika will get ready here for her shot. She's partially blocked, so we'll see if she's able to get on. She looks like she's aiming a little bit to the right of that, so hopefully with the last ball, not sure she has two there, it's hard to tell. No, yes, she has two left. So for their next ball, see if she can get in for that push like she was planning to do before. So it's not working out for her right now. She is a bit blocked. Definitely need to put something on the right there for Kevin Shaw to block him. If she leaves him open, it's going to be, could be costly. Three balls in front of her, was not able to get around him. Now it looks like Ontario has the right and the left open to them. So might be a turning point if everybody is able to make their shots as planned. So it will be Sandra taking the shot. All she needs to do is just in getting closer than the closest blue. And there it is. There's definitely, they are open on either side. So Ontario here has a potential of scoring 6. We'll see if they're able to do that. I don't want to be counting my chickens before they hatch, but there's the potential here. Oh, see, just a little long. That one will not, more likely not be scoring. That ball is harder rolled. This floor is really fast. Oh, yeah. Those are two very, looks like harder balls. So definitely getting a lot of rolling power here. And Kevin asked for the score. It looks like I think the referee will indicate 3. 3, but have to measure. So this is the last ball here out for Ontario. We'll see how many if they're able to produce one more point here, they would be narrowing the gap between them and their opponents, Nova Scotia, Alberta combo. And Kevin releases the ball, goes in there for the draw. And looks like this is the last ball that has been thrown out, so we'll be able to get a verdict on the score here in this third end. The referee will invite the athletes to come out for a measurement. So again, the referee has to measure the closest opponent's ball, and then can determine the score. Definitely a precision sport. We're getting the verdict from the referee here. 4 red. Very good end for Ontario here. And narrows the gap here by 4 to 5. So we're got a new game here. Started. Ontario is on the scoreboard, and we're within a minute we'll be doing our last end. So that's a very powerful, strong end here for Ontario, gaining 4 points against Nova Scotia and Alberta. So we're about to begin the fourth end. Ontario 4, Nova Scotia, Alberta 5. It is now the Alberta, Nova Scotia team to have the last jack. And Ryan using all his extension there. And he's able to raise his chair in order to reach the top. Looking like the goal here is to go to the back of the court. Very careful here. Need to adjust the pointer so that he can reach. He cannot lift his arm over his shoulder. So definitely has to make sure that he's the one releasing this ball. So he's getting, that's definitely something that is always to take into consideration. And he's having a difficult time to release the ball. It's going to bring it down a bit because it's too difficult. So the pointer at some point has to be flexible and also rigid enough. And we realize here that these kind of pointers sometimes are not rigid enough. But I think maybe bringing down the platform a little lower was a good decision. But they're looking at a soft jack here for him to have to give that much elevation to the ramp. And now things would be better. He's probably going to be using his first ball that's not as hard. I mean, not as soft, so he won't be needing the second extension. So Ryan is getting ready for his first ball. Very, very important first ball. And it looks like it has a good line. It's a bit short of the target, but definitely a good first ball. So now it's Ontario to play. Ontario needs 1 point to tie and 2 to win if they're going to advance. Both athletes are getting their ramps ready in the event that they need to be the one to throw. And we have Sandra's going to be putting out the first ball. Looks like the ball went exactly where she was aiming. I should have taken a little bit more time to aim. But last end of the Nova Scotia, Alberta went to the back of the court. It gave Ontario quite a struggle. So we'll see if Kevin can get in there and nail the jack. Because Nova Scotia and Alberta are in the driver's seat right now with a 1-point lead. And Kevin, that's very nice ball here. Oh boy, just stopping short of the target there. If he had a little bit more distance on that, he would have been able to rest a little bit easy. He's going to go again because he does have the ability to get back here. And there he goes. Oh, he's asking to lower it a bit. Maybe this ball is a little bit a faster one. As you see, it rolls past the target. Yeah, this is a very fast ball with combined with a very fast floor, and we have an overshot ball. Well, it's debating between again, see if Sandra's gonna. Yeah, so Sandra's going on next. She's gonna try to get in there, and she's using as the highest spot on her ramp to make this shot. Nice speed. Beauty. Beauty. Oh, just rolls out a bit. But it's good. It's good. So that was that ball scores. So Alberta, Nova Scotia will be getting ready to counter that shot. Looks like it's going to be Janika. She did very well earlier at that distance. So we'll see if she can do it again. Definitely, if she gets her ball on the jack, it will be a game changer here. And that is a beautiful. The referee's going to have to check if that's enough to narrow the gap. He has to measure. I expected that because they're very close. And unless you're standing right on top of the play, even standing on top here, you'd have to measure. Donc si l'arbitre va mesurer, alors, il a vu réaliser que c'était pas assez. Donc la balle rouge est encore proche, plus proche. So the red is still closer. And Janika will go again. Shots away, and that is good enough now. Definitely that's closer than, oh well. You measure, make sure, but it looks like So that was close enough. That was a good ball from Janika. Now it's back on to Ontario to come back in and score again or beat that shot. You can hear a lot of screaming in the background. We have Newfoundland and Quebec playing against each other, and as always, very interested in team play. Stay tuned here. In the next round, we'll have Ontario and Quebec in team play, and it's going to get rowdy in here. Sandra getting ready to release the ball. Again, she has traffic in front there. It'll be difficult for her to get around. And, so hopefully she is able to get on the left of that of the blue. The ramp is very wobbly when she releases. She goes to the right instead. As anticipated, just got a piece of the blue to push it forward. No change to the outcome right now. Maybe is eliminated at least 1 point for Nova Scotia and Alberta. So Kevin has 1 ball left. And again, in this situation, depending on what happens here, there will be no need to throw out any other ball if Kevin is not successful at beating them. A lot of adjustments to do, right to left, up and down, extensions, angles, many components. And these athletes have to spend countless hours with playing with their ramp and able to know it like it's an extension of themselves. So Kevin's ready now. Sport assistant puts the ball on the ramp. Whoa, she's pretty top heavy there. Didn't lock it in enough. Be very careful of the ball. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, Kevin has to release the ball. 7. So time has expired here. Kevin was unable to release the ball in time, so the referee will take that ball away from him. And that will be the last ball. So now the athletes will come out and see and verify the score here. Looks like a solid 1 point for blue. So that's been confirmed by the referee here to the player. So now the player has to decide. They're in the win, so it brings the score here to 6-4. No reason to throw out another ball. So again, the decision is to leave well enough alone, and they have the 1 point. So the final score here, Nova Scotia, Alberta 6, Ontario 4. So a very good match here in BC3 pairs from Ontario and Nova Scotia, Alberta team. We have finished this game to a 6-4. So congratulations to the winner, and we are going to be having at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. We're looking at the team play Ontario versus Quebec on this court. So stay tuned in about 10-15 minutes for that.